Welcome back to the channel, lads and ladies, and welcome to the final minutes of the last round of Operation Nordwind that I played with AmFaM yesterday. I actually have some kind of virus. I've got a little bit of a fever, and I've been sick for the past 2-3 days or so. I should be getting over it today, and even so, things went well for me on the gaming front. I think I was just a lot more grumpy and less energetic than I usually am, and really, I think my girls saw that more than my gaming buddies. I try to keep up a good attitude with people, but toddlers know how to demand the most out of you. You can see that in the southeast, we tried very hard to capture that, what would be our second, what would you call that, critical zone of 3. If we can hold those 2, then we win immediately. I didn't know this, but I think the Americans are technically on the defensive on this map, and if you can just hold out until the end without giving the Germans 2 of those zones, or is it 3? Not quite sure. Then you win. So that's nice. You can see we have one last battle there, and we are in the last minutes of the game. We held up in the northwest. We managed to prevent the enemy from overrunning us in the center, and we're just about to take the south, but we're not going to have time to actually accomplish that before the match is over. You can see that we also managed to get a sneaky unit down to the enemy airfield and entrench him there, which means they won't have any air support for the rest of this operation. And of course, the rest of the operation is 3.5 minutes. But it was a good fight. And I have complained in the past about the balancing of World War mode, but I think that it's something that can be overcome. When it comes to people of a very high skill level that are really close in their abilities, then I think it would be a harder thing to make truly balanced in competition. And you could ask someone who's running a very successful competitive squadron about that. I just want to say that I'm very proud of my AmFaM. So this was the enemy commander messaging me, and both of us haven't really figured out everything about this this game mode for sure, but I've been enjoying the experience. It's been pretty stressful for me to sort of muddle through these things, but the more I get into it, the more that I see that I think the World War mode could really be something interesting, and it has certainly seen a lot of development that is actually paying off. There are some elements from this game mode that I'd really like to see installed in a more permanent way in War Thunder. Maybe like a Clan Wars kind of thing that's always going in the background. I think that would be a lot of fun. If there was like a conquest mode where it would be like World War mode with these battles, only on an even larger scale. The battles would just keep going, and that could be maybe something for the future, but maybe not. Perhaps War Thunder wants to stick with the more historical approach to how these battles play out, where you're essentially role-playing, reenacting these historical battles. But who's to say? With what I would say is the success of World War mode, there is all kinds of opportunity for growth with these mechanics. On top of that, I want to call out the AmFaM members that participated yesterday. I had a great time. I really enjoyed being your operations commander and telling you which battles were important, and then hearing your radio chatter as you talked about what the enemy was doing and coordinated your strategy within your own battles. I felt like a leader. I felt like Papa Toshio up in the sky telling you where to go and where to die, and I had a great time. I really felt for the first time in a surprising way that AmFaM was a real squadron. You know, I started us off, and we started small, and we're still small, and the only idea I ever want to be really the defining idea with AmFaM is that we're nice people. We're just kind to other people, and you know what? It's okay to have a bad day. I think you've seen me have bad days. And I honestly thought that we were going to lose this operation because my mission objectives told me that I needed to capture the zones. He still had spawn protection. So we're playing very aggressively here because I suspected that the only way we would win this operation is if I managed to win this battle within like 3 minutes. And so I was a little bit, I was hyper aggressive here, but also I was sort of consigned to my fate. Now what I didn't know is that America can win by default if the enemy does not manage to capture the zones. That didn't appear clear to me with my mission objectives, but I know that there's also like additional objectives that maybe it described more win conditions in the case of a stalemate. I don't know if it's possible to achieve a draw in World War mode battles or operations at this point. There's a lot I don't know about these operations. Again, this is my first time into the game mode, but with this video especially, I say shout out to the enemy commander. You can see his squadron there, and he was a great guy, and all of my opponents have been delightful people to play against. A few of them have wiped the floor with me with their coordinated squadrons that coordinate their strategies, and man, what an opportunity. If you can get I'd say again about maybe 8 guys who can coordinate their strategies, and you send them off to go win a battle very quickly, especially with air power, with the ability to spawn in aircraft immediately and repeatedly, sending in aircraft to go win battles rapidly with a coordinated squadron of people, that can be extremely effective in this game. Also taking advantage of the heavy armor available to the Germans in the form of the Panthers and the Jagdtigers and such can really play out well as if you get a wolf pack of, let's say, maybe 2 groups of 3 or 3 groups of 2 American M476s, and you have an ability to just shut down the map, again, by coordinating your strategies. That's not what we see from AmFaM. I think we had 3, maybe 4 people during the course of a few operations, and this last operation was just an absolute blast. And they work together, but you know, we're not this well-trained specialist unit. We're just a group of people that enjoy hanging out with each other and sharing historical vehicle pictures on the Discord. There's 3 channels for historical vehicles broken up into naval, aircraft, and ground vehicles. And those pictures are just really cool, and a lot of you guys are interested in that. And I never was the kind of person to share historical images, but with all the things that you all in the Toshio Thunder Discord are sharing, I really enjoy checking those and seeing what's going on. And the comments that go along with it are a treasure of their own. Suffice to say, as we get our tail blown completely off here, well, all the control surfaces, suffice to say that I have been enjoying this little community of Toshio Thunder YouTube and the Thunder Zone Discord and AmFaM Squadron from the beginning to today. And it was yesterday, the day of the making of this video, that I really felt like AmFaM Squadron was a group of friends, yes, as it has always been, but also a real squadron in War Thunder. I don't know why it means so much to me. Maybe because I'm Papa Toshio and I'm proud of my kids, but I'm proud of you guys. And there are a few new members of AmFaM now, so welcome to you all. That's another thing that World War Mode has been really useful for. When people see me leading an operation, then usually I'll get a couple of, and you can see we do have a couple of applications to AmFaM there. And I really enjoy that, and surprise, surprise, we got a victory. But the real victory is the friends you make along the way. Anyway guys, I enjoyed making this video, and I enjoyed this next round of World War Mode. Looking forward to the next one, where I will get to unlock the BA-11. Catch you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.